Right now, the most powerful artificial intelligence on Earth is locked behind the walls of a handful of giant tech companies. What if it didn't have to be? What if anyone with a computer and a good AI model could plug into a global network and get paid in real time for making that intelligence smarter? That's the bold idea behind Bittensor and its token, Tau. Today, no hype and no price predictions, just a clear breakdown of what Bittensor is, how its unusual system works, what it's used for in 2026, and the honest risks. Fair warning, this is one of the more complex projects in crypto, but I'll keep it simple. Let's get into it. So what is Bittensor? In plain terms, Bittensor is an open marketplace for artificial intelligence. Most AI today is centralized. One company builds it, owns it, and controls who gets access. Bittensor flips that. It's a decentralized network where thousands of independent participants around the world contribute AI, things like language models, image generation, or raw computing power, and get rewarded for it based on how useful their work is. Think of it like a global gig economy for machine intelligence, coordinated not by a boss, but by blockchain incentives. The problem it's trying to solve is concentration of power. If only a few corporations control advanced AI, they control the future. Bittensor bets that an open, permissionless network can build intelligence that no single company owns. And unlike most crypto, it's not trying to be money like Bitcoin or an app platform like Ethereum. It's trying to be the marketplace where AI itself is produced and priced. Now the backstory. Bittensor launched in January 2021, founded by a pair of machine learning researchers, Jacob Steves and Ala Shabana, under the OpenTensor Foundation. What set it apart from day one was a genuinely fair launch. No venture capital, no pre-sale, no insider allocation. Every single Tau token has been earned through participation, a Bitcoin-inspired approach that built deep community trust. The key milestones came fast. In 2023, it introduced subnets, which broke the network into specialized AI markets. More on those in a second. In 2024 and into 2025, a major upgrade called Dynamic Tau reshaped how rewards flow. And in December 2025, it hit its first halving, cutting the rate of new tokens roughly in half, just like Bitcoin does. So how does it actually work? There are two main roles. Miners are the workers. They run AI models and produce intelligence, like answering queries or training models. Validators are the judges. They constantly test and score the miner's work on quality. The network then turns those scores into Tau rewards through a system called UMA consensus. So the more useful your contribution, the more you earn. The clever part is the structure. Instead of one network trying to be good at every kind of AI, Bittensor is split into subnets, each one an independent marketplace focused on a single task. One subnet might specialize in text generation, another in image creation, another in model training, another in providing raw computing power. Think of them as specialized departments, each competing to do its job best. This way, the network can excel at many different things at once without them dragging each other down. That brings us to the ecosystem and the upgrade that defines it today. As of 2026, Bittensor has well over 100 active subnets, covering everything from serving large language models to ultra-fast AI inference to data and compute. The Dynamic Tau upgrade gave each subnet its own market price token, called an alpha token, with its own liquidity pool. Here's why that matters. In simple terms, it lets the market, not a small group of insiders, decide which AI services are actually valuable. When people stake Tau into a subnet they believe in, that subnet attracts more rewards and attention. A strong, useful subnet pulls in momentum. A weak one has to improve or fade. So Bittensor became, in effect, a market of markets where capital flows toward the AI work people find most useful, and each subnet token tells you what the market thinks of that specific service. Now, the Tau token itself. Tau has a few jobs. It rewards miners and validators for their work, it's staked to back subnets and direct rewards, and it's the base asset that ties the whole network together. Here's the part that draws comparison to Bitcoin. Tau has a hard cap of 21 million tokens, the same limit as Bitcoin, so it's designed to be scarce. New tokens are released as rewards over time, and that release rate gets cut in half periodically through halvings, the first of which happened in December 2025. Fewer new tokens entering circulation, combined with a fixed ceiling, is a deliberately scarce, deflationary style design. On top of that, each subnet's alpha token has its own separate market value. So Tau is the anchor currency, and the alpha tokens are the individual markets built around it. So what does Bittensor do well? First, it's tackling one of the biggest narratives in technology, decentralized AI, which sits at the intersection of the two hottest sectors out there. Second, that fair launch and Bitcoin-style fixed supply give it scarcity and credibility many projects lack. Third, It's not just theory. The network processes real AI workloads across its subnets every day, with a growing community of developers and contributors. And fourth, it's drawing institutional curiosity, with major asset managers exploring Bittensor investment products, a sign that serious players are watching the decentralized AI space. But this is where you need to slow down, because the risks here are significant. First, complexity. Bittensor is genuinely hard to understand and use, far more technical than most crypto, which makes it tough to evaluate and easy to misjudge. Second, the hard problem of measuring useful AI work. Scoring intelligence is subjective, and critics worry the system can be gamed, where participants find ways to earn rewards without producing truly valuable output. Third, concentration concerns, where a relatively small number of large players can hold significant influence over staking and scoring. Fourth, and maybe biggest, it's competing against AI giants with near unlimited resources, like the major tech labs, and it's an open question whether a decentralized network can match their quality. It also faces competition from other decentralized AI and compute projects. And finally, a lot of the subnet tokens are highly speculative, and Tau itself is volatile. None of this means Bittensor won't work. It means it's an ambitious experiment with a lot still to prove. So where does Bittensor stand in 2026? It's one of the leading names in decentralized AI, with well over 100 active subnets, the dynamic Tau system fully live, and its first halving behind it. The narrative around it is strong because AI is everywhere, and Bittensor offers a rare decentralized angle on it. Institutional interest is building through proposed investment products. On market position, I'll note neutrally that Tau is among the more valuable crypto tokens by price, but like everything in this space, it's volatile, and I won't predict where it goes. Be skeptical of anyone who claims they can. Its long-term role depends entirely on one question. Can a decentralized network actually produce AI good enough to compete? If yes, the vision is enormous. If not, it remains a fascinating experiment. So who is Bittensor for? This is about fit, not a recommendation to buy. For investors, it tends to attract those who believe in decentralized AI and are comfortable with high complexity and high risk. Definitely not a beginner's first safe pick. For AI developers and machine learning engineers, it's genuinely interesting, a place to contribute models and compute and get paid directly. For businesses, it offers a way to tap decentralized AI services without relying on a single provider. And for crypto users drawn to the AI narrative, it's one of the purest ways to get exposure to that theme. The common thread? People comfortable at the cutting and complicated edge of both crypto and AI. Let's bring it together. Bittensor is an open, decentralized marketplace for artificial intelligence, where miners produce AI, validators score it, and the Tau token rewards the most useful work, all split across specialized subnets and steered by the market through dynamic Tau. Its strengths are a powerful narrative, a fair launch, and Bitcoin-style scarcity. Its risks are real: deep complexity, the challenge of measuring genuine AI value, concentration, and fierce competition from both centralized giants and other projects. The balanced bottom line: Bittensor is one of the most ambitious experiments in all of crypto, and it's still proving whether the concept truly works at scale. Understanding it isn't the same as deciding it's right for you, so do your own research, never invest more than you can afford to lose, and remember, nothing here is financial advice. If this finally helped Bittensor make sense, do me a quick favor. Tap that like button right now. It genuinely helps more curious people find these breakdowns. Then subscribe and turn on the bell, because every week I take multiple crypto projects and break them down exactly like this. Clear, honest, and never hyped. And drop a comment telling me which project I should explain next. I go through every single one, and the most requested ones become the next videos. If this helped you, share it with someone trying to make sense of crypto and AI. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.